The Immortal Part of Myself. Written by M.J. James. Narrated by Skye Alley. About. M.J. James fell in love with books at a very young age. Books were the one thing in the world that made sense and provided constant companionship. M.J. was diagnosed on the autism spectrum at the age of 24. After their diagnosis, they went on to earn a BA in psychology and an MS in developmental psychology. They are the parent of 3 incredible humans. Connect. www.mj-james.com. Join my newsletter. Linktree/MJ_James. Instagram and TikTok at MJ_James_writes. To everyone who didn't see themselves represented, but still found a way to figure out who they are. Chapter 1. Riley. Present. Riley was imprisoned in the shower. The doors had slid closed, locking until the decontamination process had thoroughly sanitized her. She held up her arms, allowing the disinfectant spray to reach every inch of her body. The skin along her ribs stretched, causing the bruises to throb with new pain. Riley ignored it and started a slow twirl, allowing the shower to decontaminate evenly. The spray misted her body, highlighting the scars across her torso. Her husband had made each scar deliberately so they could be hidden under her clothing. It was only when she was fully naked that they were visible. Each scar was a reminder of her fight to live, but Riley was done fighting. She had finally won. When the disinfectant stopped, Riley put down her arms and waited. The door unlocked with a soft click, and she finally opened her eyes. Riley walked out to a room that contained only a plastic stool and a drain. She grabbed a light gray jumpsuit off the seat and briefly held it to her chest. Her body relaxed, finally believing that she was safe. She slipped her legs in and then each arm, zipping it up so the fabric pressed into her skin. It brought to life every nerve ending it touched, causing her pain that far outweighed the bruising. Her reaction to clothing was unusual. It didn't make it hurt any less. But before her was the door to true freedom. She clutched her hands at her side and took a deep breath. Riley reached out and pressed a small white button, causing the door to unlock. She opened the door and walked through. As she did, the door behind her sealed. Riley heard the decontamination streams turning on, preparing the room for the next passenger. Before her was yet another room. This one had a biohazard suit hung on the wall, which Riley slipped on.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?